Hello ladies and gentlemen, my name is Kirioth, and as you can tell, I'm pretty damn ill, but even illness cannot prevent me from making this video, because I am quite literally disgusted. There's a game called ARK Survival Evolved, you've probably heard about it, it's been in the Steam's top sellers list for God knows how long. People love themselves a bit of ARK Survival Evolved. The game is still in early access, it is not complete, it is not out, it has not been officially released yet. However, Wildcard Studios, the company that makes ARK Survival Evolved, I'm pretty sure it is Wildcard, Studio Wildcard, I was close enough, whatever. They have done something a little bit cheeky, a little bit funny, a little bit, ooh, you little scamps. They've released some DLC. Now, they've done this before. There's 2 bits of free DLC, the Center and Primitive Plus, ARK Total Conversion. These are both free. Not this latest bit of DLC. Oh, no. ARK Survival Evolved at the time of recording is 40% off on Steam, so it's £13.79, down from £22.99. The DLC that they've just released, the Scorched Earth expansion pack, is £14.99. That's £15 worth of DLC, I say worth loosely because it might not even be worth that, depending on whether you like it or not, for a game that is not out. It's not out. Early access is not the same as full release. Early access means the game is not complete. It is not finished. It is still being worked on. There are still bugs. There are still glitches. There's still progress to be made. There's still content to be added. Until you finish the goddamn game, you should not be releasing downloadable content, paid downloadable content. What the fuck is that? There's a couple of people who are to blame for this, right? We must proportion a small amount of blame, a small amount of anger towards Valve and Steam, because this shouldn't even be possible. If your game is on Steam in early access, you should not be able to release paid DLC. It should be impossible. Free stuff, absolutely fine. You should be allowed to release as much free add-on content as you want, as you can physically manage to produce. But paid DLC for early access games should not be possible. It should not even be an option in Steam's backend. If you try and do that, a message should just pop up saying, "You immoral fucktard, no." Unfortunately, that doesn't appear to be the case. But then again, maybe Valve didn't implement anything like that. Maybe Valve didn't try and restrict that because they didn't think anyone would try to be that fucking cheeky. Unfortunately, Studio Wildcard are that cheeky. They are that, I don't even know how to describe them. It's such a shitty thing to do. They say that Scorched Earth is a complete experience. It's a whole thing. It's really close to what we want the game to be when it releases. Well, in that case, release it when the game releases. Make it a big launch event. Say, ARK Survival Evolved is coming out of early access. This is the full release of the game, and we are also releasing Scorched Earth, the expansion pack to go with it. It's a complete experience either way, but there is additional content if you want it. That would still be a bit cheeky, but it wouldn't be anywhere near as bad as releasing fucking DLC that costs money for a game that is not actually out. I cannot even begin to describe how fucking pathetic that is. If you can release complete DLC experiences for your game, then your game should not be in early access. And if your game is in early access, you should not even be able to create complete DLC experiences, let alone sell them. The only reason to do both of these, the only reason to keep a game in early access and release DLC is essentially greed and an attempt to avoid responsibility. Because you see, as long as a game's in early access, if it fucks up, if it goes wrong, if it's glitchy, if it's buggy, if things break, they can go, "Oh, well, don't look at us. It's in early access. It says right there, not finished. The game isn't finished. You can play it in its current state, but it's not finished." To then release DLC, with the game still in early access, means you are attempting to get more money from your audience base without having to do any more work on your main product. You don't have to actually make everything functional because you can continue to hold your hands up and go, "Oh, it's not done." Bullshit. If you want to release DLC for your game, either bring it out of fucking early access, make it part of the early access experience, or wait until it comes out of early access and release it when the game releases as a whole. Do not introduce paid content for games that aren't finished. That is bullshit. and this is a disgusting attempt to just try and milk more money out of a game that isn't even done. Finish your fucking game, take it out of early access, and then sell all this shit you want. But do not try and combine the two. Fucking disgraceful. I'm now going to go and lie down because I'm about to die. Thank you very much for watching. See you next time.